From Mother Earth to mothers everywhere, we wanted to know how women balance being a mom and taking time for themselves, and just how important that time is for the whole family. So our own Rene Syler sat down with 4 moms and a family therapist for a little girl chat and some great advice.
I'm Jen Singer. I am the creator of mamasaid.net. I'm the mother of 2 boys. They're 9 and 11.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Coleman. I have a blog called mominthecity.com.
Give him a chance too, Michael. Share. Okay.
I have 2 sons. They're 1-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Go, Mommy!
I'm Beth Feldman, and I left corporate America about a year ago to start my own PR firm and also do role models. And I have 2 kids that are 9 and 6.
I'm Randy Persgan. I have a blog, www.discussingdivorce.com. I'm divorced. I have 2 children who are 17 and 11.
My name is Rene Syler. I'm mom, author, broadcast journalist. I have a website, goodenoughmother.com. I wrote a book, Good Enough Mother.
Joining the conversation is Arden Greenspan Goldberg, who specializes in families and has been a psychotherapist for 35 years.
And I'm very pleased to be in the presence of very powerful women.
Jen, let's start with you. How do you feel about taking time for yourself?
If you don't take time for yourself, you're going to burn out. And I think that's the biggest mistake that mothers make. They assume that they need to be with their kids 24/7, bettering their lives and getting them ready for Yale.
Why do you think that is, Beth, that women why are we trying so hard when they're still in preschool to be with them all the time and get them ready for Yale, as Jen said? We're not seeing the big picture. Why is that?
Well, because we're just so caught up in it. I mean, we just really want our kids to have like this perfect life. Everything that we didn't have, we want for them. And then sometimes you wind out losing in the process. You forget about the things that you used to love before you had kids.
You have to take care of yourself. I always say, first it starts in the head about mattering, okay, and feeling worthy. Then it goes to the heart, where you feel worthy, and then it goes to action, okay, a proactive way of taking care of self and being a very good role model for your children as well. They learn from us, every day. If we take care of ourselves, they'll learn how to take care of themselves as well.
I think that one of the things that is important to teach kids is about boundaries. Do they, when you work at home, and I think a lot of us do they get that?
You have to train your kids for how you want them to treat you when it comes from working from home. They understand that I'm not in there, surfing the internet for sales. I'm actually working.
Kimberly, do you, because you, I think, have the youngest children, do you feel guilty when you try to take time for yourself?
Everyone knows if mama's not happy, nobody's happy.
And you mentioned your husband. Does he get it?
My husband is wonderful. I don't think I could do everything that I do if he wasn't as supportive. He knows I need my massage time, I need my pampering time.
It's funny. My daughter was always really easy about it. You're going to work, it's fine, and she understood. And my son, from the day he was, when he could start talking, he would say to me, "Are you going to work today, Mommy? Are you going to be home today? Where are you going today?"
And what did that do to you?
It's like it kills you.
I used to feel guilty for folding laundry because I wasn't taking time for my kids, and I was a full-time stay-at-home mother.
Oh, goodness.
I was spending 160 hours a week with my kids, and I felt guilty, putting underwear away, and that was a bit insane.
But all that changed when Jen found out she had cancer. Okay, later in the show, we're going to have more on how Jen deals with her kids and cancer, and how the rest of the moms handle more me time. Earlier, we introduced you to our 4 moms, Jen, Beth, Kim, and Randy, along with family therapist Arden Greenspan Goldberg. Better's Rene Syler sat down with all of them to talk about taking time for themselves. Well, we're going to check back in with them. We start with Jen and how she's managing to cope with her cancer and not feel guilty about taking me time.
I'm a cancer survivor, and last year I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I've been in remission for 6 months now, and that kind of reset everything for the entire family. And so that the fact that I can go to the gym, everybody's just happy for me. I can get my hair cut. We're really thrilled about getting my hair cut. So that's sort of changed the tone, there's no more, I really don't have much guilt about taking time for myself.
What advice would you have to somebody who said, oh no, I couldn't dare go have lunch with my girlfriends and leave my child with a babysitter?
I would just say enjoy your life, because you really teach your kids by what you do, not what you say. We want our kids to have these great lives and enjoy it and have fun, but if they don't see you doing it, it's highly unlikely that they're going to grow up to do that.
If you are miserable because all you're doing is for your family and not for yourself, you're destined to become a verbissenapunum, which is a sourpuss.
Did you, Randy, notice a difference in how you felt about processing the guilt with the almost 18-year-old versus the 11-year-old?
With my second one, I have learned to balance what I need to do more with what he needs. I guess since my divorce, I feel better about it than I did. Really? And also we share some of the same interests. My 11-year-old likes to play tennis. I like to play tennis. We could sort of play a game.
And Arden, how do you feel about what she just said? Because I would think that you would feel more perhaps guilt if, since seeing as you're the custodial parent and the primary parent, but she seems to have it all sort of put in a nice place.
Yeah, you've processed it. Sounds like that you have a good balance here, and plus your son is learning from you, and you're kind of learning from each other, and that's a beautiful thing that you have that bridge and those common interests.
Kimberly, do you see a difference when you've had, you're stressed out or whatever, and you go off for a manicure, massage, or whatever, and you come back? What is that like when you get back into your environment?
I'm happy to get home because, I love my family. I have a really great one, but I love them more sometimes when I've had time to be away from them. That whole absence makes the heart grow fonder. And when I come back and my little 1-year-old clings to me like I've been gone for a month, it's like, oh, my baby, my baby. Whereas before I went to get the massage, I'm like, go to daddy.
It was been important to me in our family is for my children to understand that they have to assimilate, that the world doesn't, revolve around them, and that I have a job and my husband has a job, and that when we get together, then we really appreciate one another. But there are days that we all have to kind of go our separate ways. I feel like that's a big lesson for them, for my kids.
Right. And I think we're creating good citizens and kids, that have good character. And we have to look at also that we're here to facilitate and to guide and advise this child. They're passing through our lives, and we still have ourselves and our lives and our being, and we still have to be aware of what makes us happy. With guiltless parenting, though, I can tell you that my daughter and my son come back a lot because it's guiltless, it's unconditional. So we want our children to miss us if we're over-parenting and on top of them too much. They won't. They may do this, so we have to keep that in mind, be mindful of that.
And if you want to share your stories, or if you have questions for either our moms, our therapist, or even Rene, just email us at ideas@better.tv.